But are there some forms of exercise and principles that should be non-negotiable or absolute staples in your exercise routine? Well, if you're not only trying to optimize your fitness, but also your overall health and longevity, then the answer is yes. So in today's video, we're gonna discuss some of these incredible health and fitness benefits that comes with this form of exercise, and this will help us understand why almost everyone should consider it. And of course, we'll talk about how to do this form of training and how to incorporate it into your weekly routine. We'll also have a little bit of a fun discussion dispelling some of the myths around lactic acid and what lactic acid actually does to your muscles. It's gonna be an awesome one, so let's do this. So what is this all-important type of exercise? Well, it's a form of that dreaded cardio. And maybe I should say dreaded only for some, because there are definitely plenty of you out there that can't get enough of this type of training. But this type of cardiovascular training is designed to build your aerobic foundation or your aerobic base. And it's often referred to as Zone 2 training. And the Zone 2 type of training is a form of steady state cardio done at about a moderate level of intensity. And again, we're gonna definitely talk about how you can find your own personal Zone 2, as well as how to incorporate it into your routine. But let's first answer this question of why should everyone consider this type of training? Because it makes sense for somebody like an endurance athlete or people who are interested in long distance running or long distance cycling. Makes sense for them to do this type of training. But what about somebody like a powerlifter? Or maybe even someone like me who likes to play a lot of basketball? Because I can tell you, we didn't do a lot of Zone 2 training to get in shape for basketball. Well, we're gonna answer this by talking about the incredible physiological adaptations and changes that occur within your body due to Zone 2 training, and how that translates to what I would consider universal fitness and health benefits. Zone 2 training will strengthen the muscle of the heart, which obviously will help to improve fitness, and this can also lead to improvements in resting heart rate as well as even blood pressure, which that can help to reduce your overall risk of cardiovascular conditions over the long term. Zone 2 training also has an amazing effect on your muscles, specifically the slow twitch muscle cells or the slow twitch muscle fibers. Now, if you've watched this before, you've likely heard us talk about slow twitch versus fast twitch muscle fibers and even some of the intermediate fibers. But if you're new to this, let me give you a quick synopsis on fiber type. If you were to look at a whole muscle, you would see that it was made up of thousands and thousands of muscle cells or muscle fibers. And some of those muscle fibers would be classified as slow twitch, and these would be fatigue resistant. Think of them as your endurance type fibers because they utilize oxygen, are more aerobically based, whereas the fast twitch fibers don't utilize as much oxygen, are more anaerobically based, but they can contract with more velocity, produce more force, but they tap out quicker, meaning they don't have as much fatigue resistance. And activities that would engage your fast twitch fibers are things like sprinting, jumping, or even heavy resistance training. And it's actually good we brought up the fast twitch fibers because again, we're talking about why should everyone consider this type of training, especially if